story for you. There was a family who had a daughter, and the daughter heard the gospel, and she accepted Jesus into her life. But her family made it difficult for her to practice her new religion, for they did not like the gospel and her new way of living. And one day the church decided to have an event of young people. And so she goes to her parents and she says, "Mom and Dad, I'm gonna be gone this weekend to attend the church events." And the father said, "Why do you tell us? You don't need our permission. You accepted that religion without our permission in the first place." And the young girl looked at her dad and she's like, "Dad, I love you, but I love Jesus Christ more." And so she kissed both of her parents and she left. And as the young people were heading to the event in a school bus, they were singing, and then the unexpected happened. The bus was involved in an accident, and all but 4 died. And the following day, on the front cover of the newspaper, the story was written, "Where was God when His children were singing to Him?" And my friends, we often have the same question. Where is God when I'm suffering? Where is God when I'm going through difficulties and challenge? But my friends, I want you to know that God knows our pain. And the reason why I say this is because we are told that the Word became flesh. Christ took upon Himself the form of humanity. And He knew what it was to suffer hunger, thirsty, pain, and suffering. For we are told that Christ was whipped, though He did not deserve it. He was beaten, mocked, and eventually He was condemned to be crucified on the Roman cross. And on that cross, as He was going through all this pain and agony, He eventually asked, my God, why hast Thou forsaken me?" He felt as if He was being separated from His Father, as if His Father wasn't there for Him. But we are told that suddenly darkness covered the whole earth. And in that darkness, someone was there. God the Father was there, next to His Son. But yet, Jesus did not know His Father was there. And He was dying, feeling separated from His Father. And on the day of the funeral, the Father was crying throughout the whole service, for He could not understand why His daughter died. Why did she have to die? And one of the survivors was her best friend. So she comes to the Father and says, "Look, your daughter died with the hope. And one day you can see your daughter again." And the Father asked, "How? What do you mean?" And the girl told the Father, "If you accept Jesus Christ as your Savior today, then one day you will see your daughter again." And my friends, that family that once rejected and despised their daughter and her religion, on her funeral day, they accepted Jesus Christ. And even though this young girl maybe didn't understand why she had to die, but on that resurrection day, when she is brought up, she will see her parents, her siblings, and it will be until then that her why will be answered. And the same thing is for us, my friends. In this life, we might not get the answer to our whys, but what we do get is a promise that God is there with us through the trials and difficulties, and that we are to trust Him, knowing that He knows best for us. And it will be unto that day that we will understand why this or that had to happen.